Naturally sweet from the onions, the carrot, the butternut squash. It's got that little bit of herby in there and a little bit of that warming kick at the end. That is sensational. Hi guys, how you all doing? Welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to make butternut squash soup. So easy guys. There's an abundance of butternut squash at the moment, so I decided butternut squash soup. Now it will have a little bit of chili in for a little bit of heat. But you know, chili's optional, you don't have to put it in. Let's make this butternut squash soup, dead easy. Let's show you how to do this. Okay guys, this is really easy, you know. What we got an onion, some garlic, some carrots, some chilies and some butternut squash. Okay, now we're going to put a little bit of heat in. I've got 3 little chilies here. They are quite warm, you know. Now like I say, chilies are optional, up to you. But all we're going to do is just slice through those and put them in a bowl. As easy as that. Put to one side. Garlic guys. Squash, 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 squash. All we're going to do, rough chop. It doesn't matter about being too fine on this, because this is all going to be cooked and boiled and liquidized. So, you know, a rough chop through there, job done. You know, you don't have to go any more than that. Garlic in a bowl. Now, like I said, this is a very quick recipe. So, garlic and chilies, onions. Take our onion, straight through the onion. Now, up to you how you slice it, guys. We just want some dicers. And then we want to put our onion in a tub. Now, as you know guys, by now on my channel, I don't hold with this parallel cut. I think it's a load of nonsense, okay? You don't need a parallel cut with onions, because the onions are already formed in segments. So all that nonsense about cutting towards your hand, forget it. Onions in your bowl. Okay guys, that's our onions. Right, carrots. Nice and easy. We're just going to cube the carrots. And you cube them any which way you want, really. That will do. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put our carrots in a bowl. 2. That's a very easy recipe guys, to make soup. You know, very easy. And you don't have to be so precise in, you know, slicing up your carrots or anything, you know. It's going to be boiled and then we're going to liquidize. So that's our carrots, as easy as that. Right, butternut squash. Don't chop into the ball end like that. Take the top off there. And then come down to the top of the ball, because this is where the seeds are in here. So just nice and steady across the top. As easy as that. Okay, now I've got two small ones, so I'll do exactly the same with this one. Okay, right guys, what we want to do now, we want to cut through this. So cut straight through to the bottom, and when we open it up, you can see that's where the seeds are. Now what we need to do is scoop the seeds out with a spoon. So just take a spoon and scoop the seeds and the pulp out of your butternut squash. It's as easy as that. We don't want any of that in there. So get rid of that. Clean it out. So do that with all your squash. Straight in there. Cleaned out. Right guys, now what we need to do now, we need to peel off the skin. You know, we don't want that skin on there. Now you can either go at it with a knife, a small knife, and peel it off, which to be quite fair is a real pain. Okay, or you can get a veg peeler and peel it. So we just want to take that skin off there. Now you don't have to take too much off, you know, but just take the skin off as best you can. Now you can actually, if there's some skin left on, it doesn't matter, it's going to be liquidized, but you know, we really want the flesh inside. So nice and steady with your veg peeler, peel off the skin. And that's the same with this top bit, peel it off. Right guys, what we need to do, we need to cube our butternut squash roughly the same size as our carrots. Now very easy. Again, it's no great shakes if it's not exactly perfect guys, you know. So cube up your butternut squash and add it to the same bowl as the carrots. It doesn't make any difference because we're going to cook it all the same time. So nice and steady through there, add to your bowl. So there we go guys, there's our pile of butternut squash and carrot. We got our onions, we got our garlic and our chili. Right, let's crack on and make this butternut squash soup. Little bit of a flame on, in with a little bit of olive oil, in with our garlic. Now it doesn't really matter what order you put this in, you could go onions, garlic if you wanted. Garlic in, onions in. Quick stir. In with our chilies. In with our squash and carrots. Give it a little stir up. Just give it a little stir in there guys as we're going. You know, the onions and that will be cooking in the bottom and all throughout that squash. Now it only needs about a minute or so just to get this going. It doesn't need much more. And now, you know, you can add hot water, any water, it doesn't matter. Up to you. If you want to add boiling water, please feel free to put boiling water in. I'm just using room temperature bottled water. Now what we need to do is bring the water up to about the level of our veg. And we want to bring this to the boil, and then we want to simmer it for about 15 minutes. Right guys, in with a pinch of salt. Give that a little stir in there. And then we want to crumble in some veg cubes. You know, you can cube one in, or you could cube two in like me. Make a nice veg stock. Now don't forget, this is a quick soup. You know, Nothing special about it. It's really quick and it's fantastic. It's a real tasty, hearty soup. Serve it up with some bread of your choice. Oh man. So put a lid on, and we need to bring that up to the boil. Bring it up to the boil and we'll simmer it for 15 minutes. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to add a pinch of Italian seasoning. A good pinch. Get a pinch of Italian seasoning there, stir it through, get some of that flavour in there. Oh man, that's looking good. Lid back on, carry on until your 15 minutes is up and you've got soft veg. Oh, that's just about right. There's still some texture in that there, look, and the carrots. So that's going to give us that nice thick texture through our soup. Right, turn off the flame, turn off the heat. What we need to do, guys, we need to take out some of our juice, just a little bit of our juice, into a bowl. And what we'll do is, after we liquidize this, if it's too thick, we'll put this back in as we go. So straight in and liquidize. That's it, guys, as easy as that, liquidized. And that has got a nice thickish consistency to it already. We do not need to water that down. That's fine. So the only thing we need to do, we need to give it a little bit of a taste test. Look how thick and lush that is on our spoon. It clinging to the spoon. That is how to make a nice, warming, hearty soup. Anyway, let's give it a taste test. Oh, that needs no more seasoning. That butternut squash and that carrot flavour through there with that little bit of seasoning, that Italian herbs we put in. We put a pinch of salt in. We put black pepper in. It's absolutely delicious. That is really nice. So what we'll do, we'll let it cool down a bit and then we'll serve it up and give it a proper taste test. Oh, naturally sweet from the onions, the carrot, the butternut squash. It's got that little bit of herby in there and a little bit of that warming kick at the end. That is sensational. That is butternut squash soup made. Little bit spicy, but not much actually, so we could call it spicy butternut squash soup. One thing is for certain, it's delicious. Now guys, if you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.